Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your reading for the week of. Oh no, this is your 2024 Jumpstart is what we're doing. So we are going to see how you can get a jump start on the year. So this isn't meant to be like a good or a bad reading, right? It's meant to just show you what you can do to get a head start. So that's going to be that. I will be doing full-on 2024 readings this month soon, or I should say in December. So again, don't worry, I will be doing full readings. But you start off here with the Strength card in your current general energies, and the Strength card says you've been very patient. I feel like you have been very patient. I mean, it's clear to me without even, just everything here basically tells me that you've been very patient for some sort of change. Some of you, it could be moving. For others, it could be something that you've been working on here. For a very long period of time. So I literally just get patience on the Strength card. I'm not getting anything, I'm not getting anything very exciting. Let's put it that way. So it's mostly like, I feel like you feel that you've been in like a holding pattern. It's like something's been under construction. It's like, I even see that in my head. It's like, have you ever been like driving down the road and there's like a construction zone and it's like you're just waiting and waiting and waiting to get the green light to go, right? For the guy to flip the sign that says slow, right? And, it's like, it's almost like that is what I see in my head where, it's like I feel like you've been kind of like at this construction zone, but the construction zone is something that you are building in your life. And it's like maybe you are starting to get moving, but it is slow, like that sign that says slow. I hope you know what I'm talking about. And, so it's like you are moving forward, but it's just like slow. And I hope that makes sense. You have the Moon card here. It's like, is there a light at the end of the tunnel? I think that's what you're asking yourself with the Moon card. Like, the Moon is about going on a journey and not really being sure what's at the end of that journey. The moon is about darkness. It's a card of mystery, secrets, illusions. But I always say, like, nowhere on the moon does it say stop. The moon is about seeing your way to these mountains in the background here and accomplishing something. So I really feel that the moon says, no matter what, it's one foot in front of the other, keep moving. And so I feel that, again, that kind of like slow and steady type of energy where you've been pushing forward on something. As I always say to you, I do feel like you have to see something through to the end. So if you are working on a project or, if you are, hoping to accomplish something in your life or manifest something, I really see you, it's like you're putting in the work to make things happen. I really feel like you're trying. I really feel like you're trying to see something through to the end. You just have too many cards that represent that, right? Even the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is in the area of your thoughts, which is super interesting. The Two of Wands in the area of your thoughts says, it's almost like in my head, I see you saying to yourself that that there's more out there. Like he is, in a lot of ways, he knows that there is a lot more for him that exists out in the world. The story of the Two of Wands is that he rushed to a finish line and he didn't enjoy the process. He didn't enjoy the journey. You literally have the card of a finish line. You have the Four of Wands coming up. I'll show you that in a minute. But, he rushed to a finish line and he has the whole world in his hands. And so it basically says that right now he's in a comfort zone, but there's so much more that he could accomplish. There's so much more that he could do in his life. And I really feel you have that thirst for adventure, Aries, at this time. I really feel that even before we get into the new year, maybe that you are a little bit more excited than you have been in past years about the future. And I would nurture that excitement. I would fuel that energy. I would look into new things with the Two of Wands. That wand behind him is standing on its own. So it kind of says that something behind him is complete. There's nothing more that he can do for that. And now he's reaching forward to this other wand, and he's got the whole world in his hands. So again, it kind of says that you could be reaching out to a new opportunity or getting out into the world to have a new opportunity. In the area of your foundation, you have the Wheel of Fortune. I'm just getting that it's time. The Wheel of Fortune is your destiny, but I always say it's like your destiny, how you see it, and you have to control this. But, just intuitively, I'm getting that it is your time to create a change. It is time for you to create some sort of improvement or for things to get better in your life. So I just really see this as improvements. I really just see this as things getting better, like you moving in new directions in your life. I feel like you're getting a lot of guidance and, I feel like you're creating a lot more success as well. I don't know. I really like this. I really, really like this Wheel of Fortune for you. I'm not getting, I'm not getting the traditional Wheel of Fortune stuff here on this card. Again, it's just popping into my head as it is time for you to move forward. That's really how I see it. In the area of the past and the past position in the Celtic cross is what you're moving past. I feel like you're moving past people who nickel and dime you. You know, I feel like you are moving past the cheap people in your life, the people who barely give you energy, the situations that steal your energy, all that stuff. I feel you're paying very close attention. It seems to me like a couple of people, like a couple of signs are maybe a little bit more focused on this at this time. So it could kind of be like a little bit of a collective energy where people seem to be saying like, oh, these situations steal from me and these other situations don't. So I feel like you're for me or against me, but not even just people. This could be situations as well, like, environments that you find yourself in, jobs, businesses, whatever. It's like if something is not giving to you, I feel like you're just not about it, plain and simple. In the area of your very near future, you have the Four Wands. Four Wands, of course, can be a card of marriage. I do see you, if you want love, I feel like there definitely could be a solid connection here. Definitely could be an Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, or a Leo or a Sagittarius with the Wheel of Fortune here. You also have Capricorn showing up here, so, it could be any sign. I just listed all 12 signs, so there you go. But, I feel this could be marriage. I don't think you're going to, get married, obviously, right away. But I do feel you could be meeting a person where you do get married quickly. So is it going to happen this month? No, probably not. It might not even happen next year. But maybe you marry a person 2 years, which, that's fast for some people, right? Like getting to know a person and then after only 2 years getting married, that's pretty fast. So, again, it's kind of popping into my head as something that could happen quickly. But again, Four Wands is my finish line card. There is this garland thing, whatever the hell you call this, I don't know. Obviously I'm not married, right? So I don't know what this is, but whatever this thing is, it's like you're getting married or you're crossing a finish line. And I feel for a lot of you that you are finishing up one section of your life and you're just kind of getting to the next section of your life. And I really see you leveling up in some way. Again, I look at the Two Wands as kind of leveling up. He's already in a pretty good position. So, he's standing at the top of a castle, but, there could be something better. He could be creating something better, or there could be something where there is more fulfillment for him. But again, he has to get out into the world to discover that fulfillment. So, that's what I feel. You have the Queen of Pentacles here. Queen of Pentacles, card of resourcefulness, and every single person, pretty much either gets this card. I'm clarifying with this card, which has, with this deck, Oracle of the Radiant Sun, which has a resourcefulness card in it. So, everybody has been getting these cards of needing to be resourceful. I feel like, just banks collapsing, all that other stuff. I wouldn't be super paranoid about it, but it's something, if you don't have to spend money, then don't spend money, right? But of course, if you want to spend money, spend money. It's don't be paranoid about it, but just, think about it. And also what I would say is I really don't think we're in a time where it's oh, you can't spend money. I think that the time that we're in is a time of efficiency. I think the universe is just I want people to be as efficient as possible. So if you learn efficiency, then you are working with the energy. And as I always say, to me, tarot is just energy. It's not, to me, I don't even think tarot is predictive necessarily. I think to me, it's more just this is energy that exists that you can work with. You either do or you don't. And so there really is no good or bad. That's why I say there is no good or bad in tarot, because it's you either work with it and get something for it or you don't. It's just that simple. So again, I think it's more about being efficient and being tactical is more the energy that I've been getting for a lot of people recently. I would say actually over the last year. And the Queen of Pentacles would definitely be tactical. She thinks of a smart way to do something. She isn't necessarily oh, I'm going to start this business and spend as much money as I possibly can. She thinks what is the minimal viable product, the MVP? What is the smallest thing that I can try to see if this works so I don't waste a bunch of time? And what can I try to see if it works? And if it works, great, I'm going to double down on it, right? That's kind of her mindset. So, but this doesn't have to be business. This could be people that you go out on dates with. This could be relationships. This could be, spiritual beliefs or your health, right? It's can you just test things out, see if they work? If they work, great, double down. In the area of your closest relationships, you have the Six of Wands. People are seeing you glowing up, obviously. Six of Wands, card of victory and success. But there are people celebrating his success. So I feel you could be feeling very supported, especially into the next year and 2024. And I feel you could just feel people are maybe a little bit more on your side. Is it perfect? No, but that's really all I get off this card is that people are seeing you having successes and, I feel it's just making you feel more supported. In the area of your future feelings, you have this Judgment card, feeling like you're on the right path. I mean, literally, Judgment is waking up to your purpose. And we go this way. It's you're committing Wheel of Fortune, it's almost like you're committed to your destiny, or, I feel like you're committed to, some sort of destiny. I don't know how else to say it. I feel like you're finally like, yes, this is the thing that I need to be doing with my life. Some of you literally could be having one of those moments where you're like, yes, I finally understand that I meant to be a whatever, and, I feel like you're really happy to be committing to something, and I feel it's making you feel more stable, more secure. I also feel with the two wands that it's almost like this new destiny that you're committing to is making you feel like you have more options in life. That two wands, like I said, he's got that whole world in his hands. So he really has a lot of options. The world kind of says he can do anything. There's like all these options that exist. And you have this Eight of Wands, again, quick success coming in for you. So I feel that you are manifesting a quick success or, good news or something like that in your life. So let's see. We're going to clarify with the Oracle of the Radiant Sun, and we're going to see what comes up. With the Strength card and the Moon card, you have this Independence card. I feel like the universe had to teach you how to be independent. And so, I'm not saying that you weren't independent before this, but I feel like you're more independent. I feel like you're able to fulfill yourself more. I feel like you're able to do things like make yourself happy more, like focusing on your own happiness. You don't need anything external to do that. And, this seems to be something that you've learned how to do. With the Two of Wands, you have this Risk card. You always get this card with me, I've noticed. I'm pretty sure. Excuse me. It is Saturn and Aries. It is a card of taking a risk. And I feel like you are taking a risk. It's like you're leaving a comfort zone with the Two of Wands. You're getting out into the world. You could be leaving something behind, but I don't know. I feel like it's exactly what you're meant to be doing. You're meant to be getting out into the world here. I also feel like you're supported. It's almost as if for some reason I feel like there's either like it's just popping into my head that either there are people that you're gonna it's almost like that you are taking a risk to start something new, or maybe like you're moving or getting a new job, whatever, or getting into a new relationship. And I think one of the clues for you is that there's going to be like a lot of supportive people that show up like as you are moving forward. And I almost feel that is the universe, that is confirmation from the universe. Like if all of a sudden you like start a new business and people just want to help you or whatever, it's like, I think that's confirmation from the universe that you're doing the right thing. Same thing like if you're moving, maybe you move and like your neighbors are super nice or something like that, kind of gives me that vibe. With the Wheel of Fortune, you have this organization card. Every single person has had like organization, practicality. I don't know. It seems to be a very like practical time. So you could be getting organized. What I would say though is going this way again. And kind of like what I've said to the other people that have had this card is that if you're trying to, if you're waiting for the perfect moment to do something, there's never going to be a perfect moment right now. So don't wait for things to be super organized before you get started on something. With the Six of Pentacles, you have this publicity card. I'm telling you right now, there is no doubt. This right here, the Strength card, Six of Wands. On the Strength card, I always say that this lady, she has her hands in this lion's mouth. And so that Strength card to me can be a card of attention. And because it's like, who in their right mind would stick their hands in a lion's mouth? The answer is nobody. And so she would obviously get, if you were to do this in real life, you would get a lot of attention. You have this publicity card now. So I kind of feel like people are seeing your strength, or people are seeing how strong you are, or people are seeing that you're serious. Again, she's pointing to that star right there. And, it's like I feel like people are seeing that you're serious about something that you want to accomplish, especially with the Wheel of Fortune going to that Judgment card. Again, Wheel of Fortune is your destiny. The Judgment card is like you waking up to your destiny, you waking up to your purpose and moving towards it, right? And so I feel like people are seeing that you're serious with this energy. She's also pointing to a star. And I always say we have Pluto going into Aquarius. With Pluto in Aquarius, I would have some sort of focus to focus on in your life. This could be like a North Star or something like that. With the Four of Wands, you have this Birth card. If you're not trying to get pregnant, I would definitely be careful here. Again, if you meet someone new, could end in pregnancy, although it looks like it could also end in marriage. So, maybe you do get pregnant quickly, but at the same time, maybe it's your person. So, there you go. Maybe the pregnancy brings you together. Although, again, if you're not trying to get pregnant, I would definitely be careful. This could also just be new love. Clearly this whole entire reading says you're birthing something new. I mean, the Judgment card is literally a rebirth, but I don't even think that's accurate because to me, the Judgment card is a birth. These people, the coffin represents their old life outside the coffin represents their new life. So they are literally being born into something new. I feel like you are, again, being born into some sort of, like, it's almost like that you're committing to your destiny, if I can say that word, as you see. I was born with a fat tongue, right? I cannot, my T's sometimes don't come out, but whatever. Anyway, what I would say here is that for some of you, I feel, it's like you are committing to your destiny as you see it, and this is leading to like a rebirth or something like that. With the Queen of Pentacles, you have this loss card. I feel like you have to let go of a loss from 2023, plain and simple. We had Saturn in Pisces in 2023. This card here is Saturn in Pisces, so I feel like some of you need to let go of something that is definitely dead, done, over with. I feel like, see this bird is like picking the last bits of meat off the skeleton here. I feel for some of you, it's like, something needs to transform. I believe this is the time that we're in. We are in a time of shedding our skin where, it's like when you think about it, a snake, when it sheds its skin, is super uncomfortable. I used to work at pet stores when I was in my teenage years, right? The only time I ever would get bit by snakes is when they were shedding because they were cranky, right? So it's like that, that's how I see the time that we're in right now. We're just shedding our skin, right? And I feel we are like letting go of old things and allowing new things into our lives. So don't be afraid to do that either. With the Six of Wands, are you kidding? Like, are you freaking kidding me? You have this resourcefulness card. Exactly. I literally said this, that every single person has had this card. So I don't know. I would just be resourceful. I think we all should do this right now anyway. So, the universe is calling us to be resourceful. This is showing up in the area of your closest relationships. So, don't be afraid to lean on your close connections. Don't be afraid to like learn from people in your life and, all this other stuff. With the Judgment card, you have this innovation card. I feel for a lot of you, you're clearly in a period of innovation with the Judgment card. You're like waking up to new ideas. So, again, the thing with innovation is that when you have new ideas, you might not be sure if they're going to work or not. So, I feel like that Judgment card is saying, yes, like your innovative new ideas are going to work. Again, also, pretty much every single person has had an Aquarius card like this. This card here is Jupiter in Aquarius. Again, with Pluto and Aquarius, we also have Uranus and Taurus. I think people forget that Uranus and Taurus is very innovative, innovative as far as technology is concerned and, things like that. So, we are in a very innovative time. And so, but, this could be more in your personal life. I really see this reading. I would say this is more a reinvention of yourself. So, if you are innovating, Aries, you in particular, I would say that you could be making some changes to yourself, like who you are, how people see you, how you present yourself to the world, things like that, right? And with the Eight of Wands, you have this isolation card. If you want love, I feel there could be a person that you are pulling out of isolation. Either that or I kind of see you pulling someone out of isolation here is what I would say, Aries. Like, it's like not that this person isn't interested in you. I just feel like you could be attracting a person or you could be meeting a person who's maybe like a little bit salty, on love. It's like maybe they've been hurt a bunch of times or, something like that. And I kind of see you, it's almost like you're, breaking someone out of their shell here. And, this could this could require education, or I have the word education popping into my head for some reason, but this could require communication is a word that I really wanted to say with this Eight of Wands. But I don't know if you're going to school or something like that, you could meet this person in school. But, again, I kind of feel like this person, you might have to like break them out of their shell, but I also feel it would be worth it. It's not like this is like an annoying person where it wouldn't be worth it or something like that, right? So let's see here. We're going to pull 5 main themes and see what's going on for you. You have this Fair Woman card. It says dealings with relationships with an older woman. You have this finger. It says warning you of a problem either now or in the future. I kind of feel like maybe you've dealt with a person in the past. Maybe their mother was like involved in your love life or something weird like that. And, take it how it resonates. And I would just avoid that person. You have this July card and the Scissors card. It says disappointment in some affair. I kind of feel like there is a disappointment here. Very good reading. Don't get me wrong. But, you have that loss card that's showing up here, and I think everybody's had to deal with this, by the way, just based off the astrology. I think we've all had to let go of something that we don't want to let go of, but again, I promise you, it's like the other side is so much better, clearly. Wheel of Fortune, 4 Wands, that Judgment card. It's like what's coming in for you is going to exceed whatever the past thing is. You have this club card. It says someone will try to make you do something against your will. Also weird. A lot of people have had this card, so which is weird. There are 900 cards in this deck. I do shuffle in between readings this tea leaf oracle, but it is always weird to me when a card repeats in that deck because it's almost impossible, right? there are like a billion cards in that deck. So again, I think you need to listen to yourself. This doesn't have to be that big of a deal either. I always tell a story. It's like I'm sure y'all remember. Like I used to have a studio, and but like I hated the studio, and it's like there was nothing wrong with it. Or like anything like that, right? I had a great landlord there and everything like that, but it's like it just wasn't what I wanted. I didn't create this channel to have a studio to like make it all official. This is like, it's more like, don't get me wrong, like I treat it like a business now, even though I don't consider YouTube a business, but it's like, yeah, I treat it like that, but to me it's more of like a hobby that I enjoy doing. Like this is something I love to do. I have businesses, like I think people don't realize, like I'm super busy. I have businesses I run all day long, right? This is something I don't have to do this, and I want to do this. There's a big difference, but it's like I started to hate it when I had that studio because like I had people talked me into getting it, right? And I don't blame those people. I could have opened my stupid Pisces mouth and I could have said no, right? And I should have said no, but I let people talk me into it. And I kind of get that here, where it's like saying, if you know you don't want something, don't get forced into it, right? Plain and simple. You have this rose card. It says romance in the air. I'm telling you, there is someone I feel you are attracted to. I'm totally calling you out. I feel like it's you. I feel like you are the secret admirer here. And if you happen to know that you are, I would go for it. Whatever, whoever this is. Could be a person you go to school with or you work with, or, Eight of Wands is like social. So anything, maybe you socialize with this person. You have this card that says, don't be tempted to lower your standards, this flag card. Yeah, I feel like you need to go for the gold here, Aries, but this is a really good reading. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your year.